headphones will be blowing you out over there. All right. Let me take care of that. I can only do 5 things at once over here. All right?
Beautiful. Wonderful.
A little better. I'll turn it down a little bit though. You need him down?
No, I'm good.
Are you good?
I'm good now, yeah.
Okay, you're all right to go. What's going on, man? How's it going?
It's okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Good. It's going back here live in the Juicy Whip studios. I think we're recording. Yes, we are. I just want to double check everything.
Right.
Since now I'm in charge over here. Yes, we are recording video, audio. We're good to go.
There's one thing you need
Sound's
to change.
down. I need to. That's on mute. We're good to go. All right. What's that?
Can you change one thing?
What?
I'm staring at dude's bare ass on the TV in front of me, man. Can we just adjust that?
You want me to go to man page for you? Would you like me to leave it on the man page?
Just get the bare ass of the dude. Zay J or whatever the hell he is fighting his brother.
Yeah, Zay Jones from the Bills getting all fucking crazy today.
Yeah, can we just move that one off the screen? I mean,
here. Was that better at the top right there? Is that
that's
good
better
to go?
at the top.
Okay, I'll just go to man news.
Screen,
I'll just go to man news. How about man news?
That works.
We'll just go down in the middle of man news for now. So back here live on the Sportscast. Welcome back. I'm hearing a little buzzing. Do you hear the buzzing? I hear a little buzzing.
A little bit. I'm fighting this cough, man. I picked up this cough about a week ago, and it's just hanging in there.
Yeah, you got that terrible cough going right now.
It's a dry cough. It's exhausting. It's irritating. Not coughing up anything. It's just a dry cough. It's irritating, and
yeah.
I really haven't felt healthy since June, man. It's really
it's crazy. Now in California, it's freaking raining for the past 3 weeks.
We're in storm watch,
Unbelievable.
man. We got precipitation here. We're in storm watch.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy around here. But glad to have everybody back. Why am I hearing that? I don't know where that's coming from.
I don't know.
It's making me upset though. I think it's coming from my computer right here. Because I muted that, so I think it went off right after that. So I'm trying to miss that. But Knocker, we're gonna have there's some feisty people on the show coming up tonight. We got I got in a little bit of a Twitter war beef.
Yes, you did.
I've gotten a couple of them recently.
Yes, you have.
I've been voicing my opinion more
Yes, you have.
on the Twitter, and this one comes in with
welcome it.
And this one comes in with the draft. I do welcome a good conversation because I don't mind. I've eaten crow. I've been proven wrong plenty of times on this show, but this one just struck me. It hit me hard.
It's hard.
It hit me hard to the point where I had to get up and say something about it, you know?
Hit you in the gonads. Had to strike back, huh?
Yeah, I was really fucking pissed off about it. But Nick Hamilton's going to be on the show at about 6:30. We're going to discuss this whole Twitter beef between Sam Darnold, USC quarterback, and Lamar Jackson of Louisville.
Yes.
Both going into the draft. And he tweeted out, I'm just going to paraphrase, this isn't word for word, something to the effect that Lamar Jackson is a better quarterback than Sam Darnold.
No, not a better quarterback. Largely better.
Way better.
Demonstrably
That
better.
Sam Darnold is worthy of a first-round pick. Not even in the first-round pick. He wouldn't draft Lamar. Right. Sam Darnold in the first round. This, and he knows sports, and and I respect his sports opinion.
Absolutely.
This one I cannot.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I said it was one of the worst sports takes of the year.
You did. You threw that.
And I'll sit here and I will back that up today on that show. I will back it up all the way, Knocker. And you know what? And I told him he's hopping into a lion's den because you not all the way agree, but you're pretty much right there.
Yes.
And so we'll talk about that at 6:30. So that's going to be something we're teasing that. That's going to be really good. It's going to be fun. It'll be a good conversation. So we're going to talk about all the NFL free agency.
Whew, a slew of them.
I know a lot of people were angry last week that we didn't.
Yeah, you got into it with Joe Arrigo too over some of this stuff and the Packers and things like that.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on, but we got a lot to say about the NFL free agency. There's a lot of big moves, a lot of quarterbacks moving around, Knocker, kind of shaping the way the draft is going to work here. The Browns making some moves. Sam Bradford getting a fucking shit ton of money to be one of the worst quarterbacks that can't even fill his own uniform out. Like seriously, Nog. I think he's made more money than Brady. I think, right?
No, I think it was Aaron Rodgers. The comparison.
Yeah.
I think they compared him to Aaron Rodgers. He's made more money than Aaron Rodgers and played in only 84 games in his entire career, which was just amazing. The amount of money, over $100 million this guy's been paid. Just
it's
insane.
crazy. My mic is going crazy over here.
Welcome to Renee's world.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? Why haven't we fixed this mic? This
Boing,
mic.
oing, oing, oing,
I said
oing.
talk down here like that. Yeah, so we'll talk about all the NFL stuff, Knocker, coming up. You got knocked the fuck out. Some really good ones. Some really, really good ones today. Everyone's going to enjoy this. Bills wide receiver.
The best one, hopefully you have it, is
Yeah.
the dude on the motorcycle.
Which one is that?
You pumped it out there. Just don't ever mess with the dude wearing a helmet.
Oh, yeah, that's on there.
That's awesome. That was the
Don't
best
ever.
one
I don't
saw.
understand why you'd even throw fights. I don't understand football fights half the time. The fuck are you doing? You have to excuse Knocker. He sounds like he's got emphysema because he's a. Now you say it's not a cold. You say it's just a cough.
It's just a dry cough. It's a tickling in my chest. You
Yeah.
can feel it when you cough.
Well, you said you
all
haven't
the
been
way
healthy
through your
since
chest.
January,
But I have
though,
not,
man.
I have not woken up one day
Struggling.
since January and said,
Struggling.
wow.
How about
I
the
feel
March
good.
Madness, Knocker?
Best thing on earth. The absolute best thing on earth.
Man, I think it's. I mean, it's the only time 90% of America watches college basketball. But
Sure.
How about the first weekend? I
compelling.
mean, it's
It's
absolutely
wonderful.
insanity,
Yes,
Knocker.
I'm loving every minute of it. Even your mom's watching it with me. Seriously.
You have
She's
to.
watching the games with me. It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's one of the coolest things that you'll ever see. You got a 16 seed taking down a 1
Finally.
seed, Knock.
And not just a lucky win.
No, a
They
dominating win where
destroyed
you
them.
just wiped them off
That
the
was my
field,
team.
like off the court.
That was my Final Four team. That just
You had
got
Virginia in the
wiped
Final
out.
Four?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My final team is still alive, thank God. One of my Final Four in Arizona got what the fuck?
Why'd you pick them? You and Ed. Maywood Ed. What the
I mean,
hell
they got
were
the
you
what they
thinking?
got. What do you mean they got the arguably the top player in coming out of college basketball on the team?
Pac-12,
I thought you
man.
could get past the first round.
It's Pac-12
Okay, give me a
basketball.
point. Get to the second round at least.
Well, they should have got past the first
My
round. for
God,
God's
it's
sake.
terrible, Knock. We'll get to that. We'll talk about that later in the show. This Bills wide receiver thing that you didn't want to look at anymore.
No,
is
I got
just,
tired of seeing
it's pretty
the bare
crazy,
ass.
man. While we're to sports, we're gonna try and get Joel De La Hoya on the line. We'll see if we can get him. It's just late notice for us, but some boxing news came down about
Right.
Triple G,
Triple
Canelo
G's throwing
Alvarez.
some shit out there.
Yeah, they're supposed to be fighting and the rematch coming up, and Triple G's accusing Canelo, of a PED using,
Right.
which Canelo says he got from some meat, I guess.
Well, no. I
Right?
think
He
they're
got
two-
some
no, they're- I think
tampered
they're
meat?
They're two different issues. He's saying he tested for some drug that he tested traces of some drug that other Mexican boxers and soccer players have tested for, and he claims it's Mexican beef and the steroids used for them, blah blah blah. But Triple G also accuses him of PED use. He says you can see in the films, if you look at the films,
Mhm.
where you can tell where he's a different person in some of the fights than he is
Okay.
outside the ring. So he's accusing him of both of what he got caught with and PEDs also.
Got to say a little bit. I think this is kind of done on purpose to give a little bit more to
course.
the pay-per-view. Everything's put out there for a
Right.
reason.
Well, and he
Everything's
has to
done for a
carry this.
reason.
He has to carry this
We know
by
how
himself.
the sports world works. We know how the marketing world works as far as it goes, is getting stuff out there and having confrontations leading up to a big event. I
Well,
mean,
he
it
has,
always sells
he has
more.
to promote this by himself because Canelo is shut his camp down. He's not speaking to the press. The press have no
Oh, has he?
access to
Okay.
him.
Well, hopefully we
So
can get
Triple
Joel.
G's
If you let me know if he gets back to you.
I will. I'll
And
send
so
him a
we'll
message.
can have him on at the end of the show. Talk about that. Want the Tigers back? Is he
Yes.
back? No. Now, is he back? We're going to talk about that later in the show. Don't give me your full opinion right now, but it's great to see the guy was dropping some dimes.
Absolutely.
Absolute dimes. Talk about that. Rory McIlroy, again, another golfer Knocker upset with the atmosphere from the fans
the
during
Happy Gilmore
PGA
turn
events.
that they-
So we'll talk that coming up on the show. And we've got some crazy stuff in some Wild World of Sports and just a bunch of other stuff coming up on the show. If you want to call us, 626-208-9040 is the number. Knocker's usually on the Twitter. You can tweet him at BudKnocker or at me at RealJoshPacheco. We'll both be trying to keep those. They've been going all day, so we appreciate it. Check out, again, our website, sportscastlife.com. It's where you guys can check out all the biggest trending videos, sports stories, anything you kind of want to know as a guy. Even girls. I mean, it's a good site for girls. It's just entertainment,
Yeah.
right? It's good entertainment. And sometimes, when football season starts, we win you money.
We're here for you.
That's what we do. We put out a good show,
We just
and
give.
so we
We're
do.
givers.
We give to you. And you guys give to us. And
Yes.
that's what we're hopefully going to give and have a good time coming up, Knocker. Plug it real quick because it's your event. Because I just play and get fucked up. I just have a good time, play golf, and I have I take it obviously more seriously than BudKnocker does because BudKnocker's setting up the venue, he's doing his thing. But This is your thing, Knocker, and you've done a great job. I'm going to prop you up there. The last 4 years has been awesome. Everybody loves it. They come back every year for it. It's the one event we do, and you don't have to be good at golf to enjoy what
you don't
we're
even
putting
have
on
to play
for you.
golf.
You don't.
Right? Just come out. You want to just have a good time and hang out with the family, with the Sportscast family. That's your time to do it. It's April 21st at San Dimas Canyon Golf Course. Tee off is 7 o'clock. Shotgun start. So everybody starts at the same time. Everybody finishes at the same time. Right?
Yeah. Right? We're good. Everyone loved it last year. And we're doing something special this year.
Right. It's $100. Pays for your golf. Pays for your cart. You get either some breakfast before the round or something at the turn or even something after.
Yeah.
You get that free. You get your goodie bag from us, and you just have a great day. We've got Dan Burlington running around.
A lot of we got a few sports beers. Tickets. We got sports packages going on. We got some Angels, Dodger tickets. We're gonna get other sporting event tickets for you guys, possibly some Kings tickets. It's going to be.
We're trying hard to step
USC,
up the raffle.
It's a good raffle. Don't get me wrong, but we step it up every year, and we're going to try and step it up again. And not only that, Knocker, that money includes the after party.
Right, the after party we're going to have at my house. We had some folks. We have ODOG flies in from Jersey. We got Mike coming from Atlanta.
Got JR new in
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Kevin flies in
from Texas.
From Texas.
Everywhere.
We got people that drive kind of far, and they've been saying, it's fun, but once the tournament starts, you're kind of limited to the group that you're in.
Right. As golf goes, you're in a group and you move along through each other.
So they said that they would like to mingle. And get to know each other and shoot the shit a little bit. Yeah. So what I've done is I've offered up my house.
Knocker, scholar and a gentleman.
Everybody is welcome to come back to my house after the
tournament. And if you don't know, that's where the studio is. So you'll be able to see where we hold all of our shows for the last 2 years here. We built it. You can come in. I'm thinking of possibly doing just a shoot the shit podcast that day. Maybe rolling something.
We did last year.
You want to be part of just a crazy podcast that day at the tournament, man? You're more than welcome to come over here. We just agreed we're gonna do tacos.
Yeah, we decided we're gonna do the taco cart guy.
Yeah.
So we'll have a taco person.
I want to do that. I think it'd be fun. You come in, and whoever stays, you come and eat what you want, and you just mingle.
We'll just mingle, shoot the shit.
And it's less work pickup for you because you're putting up your house. I don't want you to, you got to do stuff in the kitchen.
Very informal. We just come shoot the shit. And
informal.
Everybody can meet each other and have a good time.
Just having a good time.
Yeah. It's really gonna.
We'll have probably some cornhole going in the backyard.
Right.
We'll have some, just chilling out.
It's the first tournament. It's really grown into a social event.
It is.
And we're trying to make it as comfortable for everybody as possible, and we want everybody to know each other and get to know each other a little better.
It up every year.
And become more family than we already are. So that's April 21st. If you're planning to play, please sign up.
420 weekend, guys. Right? You know what that means. Josh is going to be. That's right, Nick Hamilton.
All right?
Yeah.
So if you can, please register and pay before April 10th. We have to pay the deposit. It has to be in by April 10th, so we'd really appreciate it because we need to, configure the foursomes and get everything prepared.
It just makes it a lot easier trying to keep money when you pay, when you get there, and it makes the process a lot easier. Yes, obviously, you can pay when you get there at the time. We're not saying, hey, you can't play if you can't pay.
Oh, no.
You can come pay the day of. It's fine. We just need you to sign up, though, at least a week before the date. We got to have it right. The week before, we got to have our final.
A week before.
We'll maybe there's a special exception, but just, you guys, if you want to play, just get in by that time.
Right, so let us
PayPal
know.
the money. You can PayPal the money. It's very easy to do. Very easy to sign up. Again, we're going to have Mark Long from MTV out there. It's going to be fantastic. Joel De La Hoya will be out there.
Frank
should be out there from KLOS. Yep. We're going to get a confirmation on him in the next week. Johnny Ice will be out there for sure. We're going to have Renee. Renee will be out there as well with us. Cam on the show.
Renee sends condolences.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, Renee.
He misses us?
He's not playing.
Oh, what the fuck is his problem?
I don't know. But Cameron, Bullock will be out there.
What a douche.
So we can have, you know what?
Oh, yeah.
We'll set up a ring.
If you want to be in the milk group.
God. We should set up a ring out here and just have Kevin and Cam go.
It's so funny that me and Blackout Falcon fucking talked about this same thing, Nog. This is so funny that you brought this up. Me and him talked about getting those big, oversized boxing gloves and just having a match. So me and Mike and JR could just go at it and let our anger out that we've always wanted to hit.
Nick. You and Nick can go at it.
Oh, man.
All right?
Dude, I'm telling you, Knocker, just having a boxing ring in your backyard back there.
Sumo suits.
Yeah, we should get something like that and make it just absolutely crazy, man. It'd be fun.
But come on out, have a good time.
Yep, April 21st. You can sign up on our website. So that's enough plugging for that. But it is. It's a good time. So, all right, B-Knock, let's get into, again, what have you been up to the last 2 weeks? Anything we need to know? I know you've been working hard. You're going to Palm Springs again. You fucking player like a motherfucker. What is up with you? You know what? You're living. Don't give me I'm sick. Okay?
That's not gonna stop me.
You know what's funny, Knock, about that drop is you got us that drop, right?
Right.
And I've heard on a couple recent podcasts, that I listened to,
Right.
they've brought this up. No shit.
No way.
They're like trying to bring back this song. Like,
That's
remember that?
mine.
I know. It pisses me off. It pisses me off,
Right.
Knock. Because you legitimately brought back Aldanova
That's
at a
right.
time when no one even fucking
That's
thought
right.
of Aldanova.
That's right, baby.
5 years ago, whatever, when we started
Right.
this show and we did fantasy sports.
I own that.
You fucking own that. Well,
Right?
Aldanova does, but you own it
Right.
too.
But yeah, I'm going to Palm Springs next week after the show for
like a playa.
Yeah, I go down there. It's kind of a year thing. We got a friend that as part of the group I play golf with. He's got a house at the Mission Hills Country Club.
You've played on some
on
nice
the 11th,
courses,
on the
man.
11th
I'm
fairway.
jealous, man.
And the women's major, the first women's major of the year, is that weekend. So we go
you go
down
out to
there
that every year, don't you?
Yeah, we go down there and watch some good golf and blah blah blah, barbecue, have some cocktails.
Now, as we talked
time.
about golf, is the same. You don't get the rowdy fans at the women's, right?
Oh, you hard to get any fans at the women's.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they're all calm and cool.
That's not good.
Well, it's not like the men's tournament. No.
Is there people out there?
Oh yeah, there's people out there.
Cheaper beers.
Sure, but
Cheaper
I mean,
beers?
it's not the same amount of crowd. But yeah, everything costs less, and there's more access. So it's actually kind of nice because you can walk up to the 17th.
And who's
green.
your girl? Who's your girl that you love? You love the Michelle Wee. You're all about her.
Oh, I like Michelle Wee.
And she dyed her hair pink.
She just won. She has her hair pink.
Crazy girl, man.
Looking
That
good.
Asian crazy chick
Looking
playing,
good,
dude.
And Lexi Thompson, Lord have mercy.
Oh my
Lexi
God.
Thompson is
Okay.
She's sweet.
Okay, as Chaps would
Right.
say.
Yes, just
all
some
right,
beautiful.
Chappy.
And what's cool is, it's usually sunny, so they all put the sunscreen on their legs.
Yeah.
I mean, what's better than a mini skirt
Dude.
and oily legs? Come on,
Get it, man.
right?
It drives me crazy.
Right?
Yes.
Gotta love it.
You like that? You like that?
I do, Kirk Cousins. I do like that.
And then I'm playing
actually.
golf with you on Saturday.
Yeah, I played on Saturday.
Yep.
I had an eventful last as we just
Yeah,
wrap
you
it up
did.
here. Okay, this is what my week came in 3. You know they say it comes in 3s?
Mm-hmm.
My hell came in 3s. First of all, my beautiful and lovely daughter, whose birthday is next Saturday, so I'll give her a big shout out. She's going to be 10. I'm going to have a 10-year-old.
Yeah, you are.
It's fucking crazy. I just turned 34 last week.
Yeah.
And now I have a 10-year-old. And she loves gymnastics. She's a gymnastics singer violinist. That's her thing right now. Okay? And she's been really good for gymnastics. She finally got her into like a pro play where this is where the Olympians join up in. And she had broke her ankle two years ago.
Right.
Fractured a piece of bone chip in her ankle. Man, she did it again. And she's in a cast. So, I've had to have my daughter in a cast. You know how that goes. She's on spring break next week. She's fucking bummed out to the wall. Then fucking my wife, in all her lovely wisdom and glory, she was cleaning, so I give her credit. The vacuum was out. But in the middle of the night, I have a stairs, double stairs. You walk down about 8, and then you get to a platform, and you walk down another 8, right? It's one of those staircases. And I'm coming down at the middle of the night because we got a new puppy, which is the third thing, which I didn't know is like having a new child.
I warned you.
It's Knocker.
I warned you.
Knocker. Why don't I listen to you more?
I do not know. Right? I warned you.
Damn it, man! You warned me, Knocker.
I did.
Because both my dogs we have are great dogs. We have 2 other dogs. This is my 3rd dog.
Yes.
Okay. My wife loves dogs. Get it? And I have a cat too. But we got them at 1 year old, so they weren't necessarily puppies. They slept. This thing is like 2.5 hours. It's up.
It's a baby.
And you got to play with it.
It's like having
And
a baby.
chews on everything.
Yep.
But I give you credit, it's potty trained. We have pretty much got it potty on the things. It's pretty good about that. But Knocker, it's been pure hell.
Okay, so you're coming down the stairs, and what happened?
Came down the stairs. I stepped. She had left the vacuum out the top of the stairs with the cord. I didn't trip on the vacuum, but
On
the
the
cord,
landing.
the cord was laying down the stairs to spread out.
Right.
And the prongs were sticking up. I stepped on it from the 2nd stair up, went through my foot, and I
Yeah,
fell
baby.
down 6 stairs.
Yeah,
I
baby.
look like the guy at the end of that movie, Will Ferrell at the end of The Spy Who Shagged Me or whatever. Like, yes, I'm hurt. I have broken my leg. It is severed from the bone. I tore my groin.
Nice.
I thought I had to go to the hospital. I've had surgery on my chest.
Right.
That was probably the worst surgery pain I've ever gone through.
Right.
This might have been second.
Wow.
I don't know if anyone's ever torn their groin muscle. It's a fucking thing hurts.
Yeah, so now you know when they
Dude,
when they're out for a season because
No joke. I'm just recovering from that. So, Yeah, it's been an eventful weekend, so I'm looking forward to playing golf, though. It's gonna be a good time.
Yes.
So you guys want to call the show? 626-208-9040 is the number. Well, again, we'll have Nick Hamilton coming up in just a little bit.
Talk some sports.
Let's roll into the NFL. Here we go. All right, B-Knock, a lot of news coming down. In the NFL, huge free agency moves, Knock. We're going to run through these suckers. I want you to give me about 30 seconds to a minute. I will as well. So give me your thoughts, whether it's going to work.
All right.
Maybe give me a grade on an A, C, B minus, trade, whether you give it, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Let's throw in some music here. I know.
People are stealing Eldon.
Yes, I know. It pissed me off, Knocker. It really fucking pissed me off because you brought that back. You own that, brother. You own that. All right, here we go.
Bastard.
Knocker. Here we go. First up, Buffalo Bills, Knocker. Big
Right.
signing was of the offseason so far. A.J. McCarron, former quarterback of the Bengals, backup quarterback. He is the one that had the hot girlfriend with Alabama. Is that correct, Knocker?
Yes.
Good, bad signing by the Bills. They got rid of Tyrod Thompson. Now moves on.
Tyrod Taylor,
I'm sorry.
Right.
And now comes in A.J. McCarron. Is he the guy, or are they going to get someone in the draft?
Oh, they're going to draft somebody. I mean, McCarron, he's serviceable. He's not going to get you to the promised land. I mean, it's basically a trade-off.
Yeah.
He hasn't played very much, so there's really not a whole lot of film, a whole lot of tape on him. He's got the championship pedigree for the years that he spent at Alabama, but he hasn't seen the field, so I really don't know. But as a backup, I give it a C. I mean, it's just
Give it a C.
side by side.
Okay, what about the Miami Dolphins, Knocker? They went and picked up Danny Amendola, a huge receiver for the New England Patriots last year. That slot receiver kind of guy that'll get you those possession catches. What are your thoughts on them getting this year, taking them and Josh Sitton, both of them? I mean, a good bad boost for the Dolphins. There still is. If Ryan Tannehill going to come back healthy? Are they going to draft a quarterback? A good move by the Dolphins?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you sneak one of the Patriots guys,
Absolutely.
you take them
Anytime
down.
you can get a championship receiver,
Yeah.
and then another one at the same time, it upgrades whatever you had. There's definitely an upgrade from
You're
what
still
they
the
had.
Dolphins. I still don't think you're going to be,
Right.
win the division. But hey, Danny Amendola, not a bad pickup. He's a good player.
Sure.
New England Patriots, Knocker. They get Adrian Claiborne, defensive end. That's a good pickup considering who they've lost right now on their offensive line. Running back Jeremy Hill, offensive tackle Matt Tobin, who going to come in as a replacement. Patriots, man, they lost a couple players so far this year, Knocker. Brady's 1 year older. There's some tension in the locker room there with the Patriots. With these moves here, I think these are kind of just normal moves from the Patriots. Get
Right.
that player that kind of maybe you could spark for another year or two.
Well, you lose
Nothing special.
You lose Malcolm Butler.
Yeah.
And
Solar, the guy that lost to the Giants, they're off their left guard. They lost one of their best on their
I
offensive
think some
line,
of the aura
so-
is gone. Like you said, I think there is some tension in that locker room.
Yeah.
They're not in a position to draft. Down low in the draft, they're pretty high in the draft, so I'm not sure that they're going to be able to refill. I think you're starting to see the beginning of the end of an era in New England.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. What would
I still think they
TB12
win.
do?
I still think they win
Sorry.
the division next year.
Yes.
But it's not. They're not making the Super Bowl. They're not
No.
making the Super Bowl
I don't
next year.
think so.
The Ravens, Knocker, end up signing released wide receiver Michael Crabtree from the Raiders. He comes now over to the Ravens. What do you think, man? Michael Crabtree, the head case, yes, he's a great talent, but it's just never worked out maybe really with Oakland. Yeah, him and Carr never really seemed to be that tag team
Or
duo.
San Francisco, so there's got to be something there. This is kind of like when
Maybe
they picked up,
Joe Flacco could throw the ball deep still, but, I don't know.
it's kind of like when they picked up Bolden
Yeah.
a few years back.
Yeah, or Steve
Kinda same
Smith,
thing.
kind of the same thing.
See if we can catch some magic in a bottle.
Yeah.
It's a B minus.
Okay.
He's a good player. He's got talent, but you got to deal with all the other crap at the same time.
Yeah, I agree with you. Knocker, next up here, who we got? Again, you got the Oakland Raiders. They went out and signed Jordy Nelson, Knocker. Huge.
Great pickup.
Just unbelievable pickup for them,
Yep.
Knock. If you're the Green Bay Packers, like I said, I was going on with the guy on Twitter, Joe Arrigo, man. He's trying great moves by the Packers. They went and saw Jimmy Graham from the Seahawks, and they got another defensive end from the Jets, I believe. A couple players that, Jimmy Graham was great 5 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
He ain't
He
shit
didn't-
right
he-
now,
he
man.
didn't
The
do a
guy
whole
can't
lot.
stay healthy.
Yeah.
His knees are blown.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
Yeah, he might be great in the red zone, but he's not. It's not like, ooh, we got Jimmy Graham. It's not like you got him from the Saints when he's
not
coming
a game
off.
changer.
No, he's not.
No, not at this point in his career.
And then you got a B- defensive end from the Jets that had 2 sacks last year, I believe.
And their defense showed a lot of weak spots last year, and they haven't upgraded.
The Packers have completely wasted Aaron Rodgers the last decade, and I will continue to say it. They should have surrounded him with players, and they haven't.
They could have done more.
The only guy they've hit on defense is that Clinton Dix. Mm-hmm. It's the only guy.
Like you were saying, how many big free agents, have decided to go to Green Bay in, let's say, the last 5 or 6 years? Basically none. Mm-hmm. Free agent-wise, you really don't have people clamoring to get to Green Bay. It's a tough place to play.
Yeah, I agree with you. And then you got a couple quarterbacks going places here, Knocker. You got Case Keenum, 2-year deal with the Broncos. I don't care what you say, you lying sack of shit, John Elway. He wasn't the guy you wanted, okay? You wanted Kirk Cousins. You did. You lost out. You couldn't pay with the cap, whatever the reason was. You settled on Case Keenum, which I'm okay because he's better than what you had.
Right.
But don't tell me this is the guy that you wanted because, Knocker, I still think the Broncos are good. The division's still hard, one of the hardest in the league.
Oh, God, yes. It is now.
What do you think about this for the Broncos? Does Case Keenum get to the playoffs? Does he get him to the playoffs,
Well,
Knocker?
I don't know. They lost Talib on defense to the Rams. It's still a strong team.
Mm-hmm. Again, they still got some players.
You're not going to ask him. What you're going to ask him to do, he's proven he can do in Minnesota if you provide the right people and the right scheme.
Yeah.
He can get the job done. Okay. Whereas Simeon and the last 3 quarterbacks that they've had haven't been able to do that.
Yeah.
Even if they've simplified the offense, they still weren't able
Brock
to
Osweiler
control
couldn't
the game,
do it.
right?
Yeah, you just had no one.
So I think out of everyone out there, if they weren't going to get Cousins and they weren't going to pay him, out of everyone else that's left, he's probably the best pickup.
I think it's an okay fit. I think it's just a Band-Aid, though. Don't tell me that Case
they're still trying to
saying?
find a young.
Yeah, I agree with you. And then you look at another quarterback getting paid. We talked about Sam Bradford. He gets 1 year, $20 million from the Cardinals. What the fuck?
With that offensive line, he's going to last 4 games.
What? This guy's made more money than Tom Brady has in his career.
4 games. He's going to last 4 games.
Insane, Knocker. And then the big signing, Kirk Cousins, going over to Minnesota. Knocker, I think they are perennial Super Bowl favorite. Not to say that Kirk Cousins is a great quarterback, but I think he's a guy with the right team around him, which Minnesota has with Thielen and their other wide receiver, and they've got a great defense and their running game. Remember, their running back from Florida State that got hurt last year, Cook, comes back. I think they got to be a Super Bowl favorite in the NFC.
I don't know if I'm going to go that far because I think Philadelphia is
They got the NFC Championship game.
I understand that, and they imploded. Okay, so I'm not sure. I'm not sold on Kirk Cousins. I don't know that he's that.
I'm not sold either. I'm not saying I'm sold, Knock.
I just don't think he's that much of an upgrade.
But from Case
right?
Keenum?
But what I will say this. What they did is Kirk Cousins has played the Philadelphia Eagles twice a year for the last 4 years. Mm-hmm. So if that's the team you have to beat, at least you have a quarterback that A, is not intimidated by the Eagles, and B, knows their tendencies and what have you. So that might be something that would help them get over the hump.
Yeah,
as far as that goes.
Yeah, I don't
think
think
that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, and I think actually is an upgrade from Case Keenum. Not great, but I think Case Keenum to me is a C+, and they go to a B.
Okay.
As a quarterback, Kirk Cousins. So
that might be enough.
And it might be enough.
Nick Foles
Knocker.
was enough, right?
Nick Foles wasn't enough. And then you think about Richard Sherman going away from the Seahawks, Knocker. Absolutely just crazy. Where do you go? Tennessee Titans, Knocker, you went to?
No, he's in San Francisco.
No, San Francisco signed that deal for not that much money as you maybe could have got, but the guy's been injury plagued.
Well, two Achilles tendons. That's really scary.
It is scary.
It is really scary for that position where you need to explode, off cuts and explode to the ball. Whether he's able to do that, it's just to me, it's just like a time clock waiting to blow off, where he blows it out again. But he definitely brings some familiarity to San Francisco to play against Seattle. There's definitely some revenge there and some bitterness. He'll bring some toughness and some attitude to the 49ers that they've needed and been missing for the last couple of years.
Yeah, I agree. So, all right, guys, that's got a little rundown for NFL free agency. We got Nick on the line. So, Nick, we're going to get you right after. We're going to go to break here. We'll bring you on right after the break, man. So, just stick with this, Knocker. When we get back again, we're going to have Nick Hamilton with us. And we've got a bone to pick, Knocker. Me and him The fire's going to be coming out, Knocker. And you know what, Nick?
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm going to take a little bit of God's green medicine before we have this conversation since you threw the shade on me today on Twitter, all right,
Wow.
Doc? We're homies. I respect him. I do. I respect Nick Hamilton. But I just can't take the sports take, Knocker. It's eating at me.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. We'll be back after this for the boxing match.